Alright, so here on Fast Coast Productions today, one of the things to keep it kind of in the theme of production work is sometimes I'll have to go work far away from home, and then the night they wrap at 3 in the morning on a production. Normally I'll have to go home 3 in the morning, sometimes call the next morning. Could be 7, 6 a.m., 5 a.m. You get a little nap or whatever. Sometimes it's like, oh, it's hard to even fathom driving an hour, hour and a half, or 2 hours. You're not going to sleep really, you're just going to have a quick nap. So I've always wanted to get a little camper shell or something on a truck, something simple, kind of incognito kind of thing, where I could just park somewhere like at a Walmart or somewhere near the location of production and then just chill and nap and feel safe, or at least take a break or sleep overnight. Sometimes I've been asked to come to production, and normally it works out that I have a friend or somebody who's on the production who actually has a hotel room and I get to bunk with them, but that's not always the case. So my family and I, we were planning on going camping a few times this summer, and we were going to go tent camping, but right now the bear season is pretty prominent right now in certain areas where we live. We live up in the mountains up in Hamilton, Montana, in the Bitterroot Valley, and so having like a tent, you can do it, you're fine. I mean, normally the bears stay away from you, but just having that sense of, okay, like a nice hard wall enclosure makes you feel a little safer. So a camper shell is awesome, or having an actual camper, like a small camper or whatever, or a sleeper or whatever. So basically today's project is I'm going to be using materials I have on hand. I'm going to buy a few things and try to keep my costs down. I'm going to tell you how much it costs in the long run on this little camper shell thing I'm going to do. So far on the marketplace on Facebook in the valley in Victor, Montana, there's a gentleman who is selling his camper shell for an F-150, and I have my father-in-law. I have the father-in-law F-150 loaner truck, long-term loan that I pay insurance on and pay gas and all that good stuff and keep it up working. And then also he helps me out. The father-in-law helps me like fix flats and all that kind of stuff. Keeps an eye on it, helps me out with it. But it's kind of our work truck. We can use it to load things, unload. It's a utility truck. But right now, today, I'm going to be turning it into a camper, into a sleeper camper. And there's a couple ambitious ideas that I have. I don't know if they're going to work. It's kind of like making a movie. You have a plan, this is what I'm going to do, and then as you're setting out on your course, you're like, okay, this is my plan. You kind of plan out as much as you can, and then there's the unforeseen things that happen along the way, the challenges. And that's what's going to happen today, I'm pretty sure. So I'm going to start documenting it. So basically, there's our camper shell we got. I'm going to give you a little tour. It's an F-150 XL, 1993 4x4 truck. Normally I have this, we have this toolbox on it. My father-in-law said I can take it off if I need more space, and today we need more space. And I got this camper. It has like, it's dirty right now. I'm gonna clean it up. It has these acrylic pop-out window, bubble windows, real glass windows, pop-out camper windows. Everything works on it, hydraulics, all that kind of stuff. It's from 1995. That's what this is from. Here's the inside. It's pretty dirty. I've been cleaning it out. It has a pass-through window right there. It's all aluminum, and then it's reinforced with a rib cage basically. And then this is a real glass here. This thing, the hydraulics on it still work. It latches. There's no key, but it does still latch. And yeah, it's pretty cool. It came with these actually heavy duty clamps, nice C clamps for camper shells. When the guy was talking to me about this, it was I was looking for just camper shells because they seem to be priced pretty well. Like sometimes it'd be $200, $300 depending on how new or what they had on them. My issue was, would it fit this truck? Because this truck had some specific dimensions. And then looking online during the time of 1975, between I think in 1975, 1997, I think it was, or 73, I forget. They had the standard body size for this model, the short bed, 6 foot long bed, 6 foot wide. But it's actually almost 7 feet long actually. So it's a weird, it's like 81 inches, and then it's 6.5, I believe. No, 6 wide on top, and then inside it's about like 5. I forget exact numbers, but it's about like 5 feet. So it can fit a queen size bed, no problem. We do have a queen size mattress, but I'm first going to attempt to do something different before I stick that mattress in there, because then you're going to lose a lot of your upper level headroom. Because I have another idea that I'll show in just a moment. I'll reveal, and we'll see if it's going to work. And I'm gonna try to put a bed and something else in there too. We're gonna try to fit a family of 4 in there. That's the other challenge. So what we're gonna do before we take it out to camp somewhere, we're gonna camp here. We're gonna make a home camp, and right now it's in the sun, so I'm gonna probably move it back in the shade today. I'll keep moving the truck, keeping it in the shade, because it's a tin oven basically. So even while we're camping, we're gonna have to find shade. Plus I have some other ideas of doing an awning and all that kind of stuff. I am a filmmaker, so I have some access to like tripod stands that hold big huge canvases and screens up, so I might use those for camping because they're portable, and that's what they're used for, to hold things, C-stands and stuff like that. So I'm gonna be resourceful. But this camper shell I got on the marketplace on Facebook. Contacted the guy. He was in Victor. I'm in Hamilton. It's just about half hour away from here. I got that thing. He had it priced at $65. It was in great condition. All the glass, everything's perfect. Any holes right now in it that he's aware of, he showed me, they have been siliconed or closed, so I'll probably still have to do some of that. We'll know once I wash it. I'm going to spray it with a hose today, wipe it down, all that kind of stuff. But he gave it to me. I asked him for 50, and he's like, yeah, he gave me for $50 cash. I got this camper shell with the C-clamps, and he helped me load it and put it on for me. He was a really nice guy. So I would really encourage you to look up the marketplace. But how that algorithm works, it shows you everything. You can set things, but in the description, put pretty much all your stuff in the description. So I put the actual make and model of my truck camper, and then it just showed me truck campers with that description. And I was able to find this like within, I think about 5 minutes. I found this posted and close by, not like hours away or 200 miles away or 300 miles away. It was like really close by, so like 30-minute drive, and it's pretty awesome. So I'll show you, we'll do a progression of where we're going to be, and this video will probably also show us the updates, and maybe we'll even show sleeping in it and seeing what the problems, because there are pros and cons with this. A lot of cons to being if you're comparing it to a camper, I'm comparing more to a tent. That's what I'm going to compare it to. So if I compare it to that, it's probably going to have a little bit more pros to it than what a tent does. So, but still, I'll compare those. My opinion, strictly my opinion, of course. All right, so let's get on with it and clean this thing up. All right, so been working away. We put double bed here and a twin size bunk up there. Well, RV twin size.
Papa, help me.
Yeah. Watch your head. All right. Oh yeah, is that softer now?
Yeah.
It's getting better?
Yeah.
Is it
Guess
softer?
what? I'll be back with something.
Okay.
Emery and Papa, you take care of me.
Is it getting softer? It needs a little bit more stuff on there. A little more softer.
Yeah, I love the round of it.
Yeah, we'll have a sheet on it, a bed sheet, so it'll feel like a real bed. Is that cool?
And why is that little on it?
Yeah, we got egg carton, and Papa's gonna go get some more. I think egg carton and
It's
stuff.
hot. It's getting hot this.
It is hot, yeah. Okay, so now I'm gonna get some more, so like the sport's all done, the bunk. We have a bunk for the 2 kids there, and Danielle and I slept here. We'll sleep here. We're gonna test it out hopefully tonight. I'm gonna put in some LED lighting, and there'll be more added on as I go, but tonight I'm just gonna get the basics set up for this little tent glamper. But I gotta put screens in, probably put a screen here too as well. So that's what I'm gonna do next. And then I'm gonna look into battery powered fans. So we're gonna try to make it so everything has its separate power source. So we don't use truck battery at all, unless we have the car going. So that's fine. Got a little battery powered fan timing to see how long it lasts. So I'm just letting it run, have my timer going, a stopwatch. I'm putting these little drawer knobs on the winders, the little winding mechanism for the windows. Turn this so that you can turn the knob. Especially the other Windows knob is kind of behind the bed part, the mechanism. It's not like out like how this one is. So I think it'll fit better, so we can still turn them when we close them. And then I got some screens. I'm gonna put attempt to put a screen in this window. Probably won't be perfect, but hey, if it keeps the bugs out, great. Then I'm gonna put some insulation stuff over here around this. And I do want to put a screen for here because it'd be nice to keep this open while we are, you know, camping or whatever. We can open it up, especially if we're in a campground, you know, leave it open. And then the kids like this. The bed's done. It's all up in there. And they're pretty nice and tight, actually. I like it. It's wedged right in between. It fits perfect. And our legs kind of go down here. We're gonna soften this a little bit more, soften this a little bit more. And then tonight, I think tonight, at least me and the kids, or us all, we're gonna test out. Since home is like right there, we can test it out. And if things go wrong, or if it's not, something's not working right, then we'll know what needs to be fixed, and we can go back in the house if we're like, that's not working. So the house would be playing the part as the campground toilet, I guess, or main building. So yeah, this fan's actually putting out a lot of air. I'm kind of nervous how long it'll last. It's not chargeable. It's only AA batteries, but I bought a lot of AA's. So once I figure out like how long it takes, I'll get a lot of AA's. So. Open them. This fan's blowing a lot of air. It actually makes a big difference. I'm in the shade and this fan is blowing out a lot of air. Plus it'll help to keep the mosquitoes off.
The hardest thing is just trying to not go over on the neck.
All right, I had a little bit of a break. We're getting there. We have some visitors, Charlie McCarthy and a creepy doll. And I got some of my screen stuff. I'm gonna attempt to do screens. I don't know if this will turn out good or not. I'm gonna try my best. got a screen. Not perfect, but there's a screen. So the fan can blow the cold air in. That's a mess. I don't like that. But at least I can got these knobs and work pretty good. Closing. I think this one's gonna try to come off. Alright. Looks good. Got that one. So I have to do that one, and then I want to probably put a magnet one on that one or a clip one, so we can put that over and leave that open so bugs don't get in. Because right now I don't have insulation for that yet. So it's coming along. We're almost there. I'm just gonna do the simple stuff tonight. Put the bed stuff in here, and then we'll test it out. Got my screens in. They're okay. They'll do. I'm putting this tube insulation between the camper and its crack. Okay, tonight I finished the basics. We're probably gonna put another soft base layer. Kids, I think is pretty much done. We might put one more. We're gonna have their sleeping bags too. Probably gonna be pretty toasty. We have the 2 battery fans that I'm testing out with the screens. We're probably gonna have to close this tonight just because it's we don't have a screen for it yet. I installed LED lights towards the back and the side here. Just those basic lights. I've had them on hand. I use them in my filmmaking. I'm gonna test it out. The other thing we're gonna test is just gonna cram each other. We're gonna cram inside the cab and take a little ride around later tonight. After I do one more errand, I have to get a few more things. I think I might even stop by Fast Coast, get a few things. But yeah, it turned out pretty good. I'll probably eventually put some, maybe I might get, we're gonna go to Missoula. I might do some stick, like tile carpet over this, so we're not hurting ourselves or we're getting out in and out. So I think you could buy pieces of it. You don't have to buy a whole box. If we have to buy a box, it's very inexpensive. But that's it. So we got bunk for 2 small kids and a double bed for adults, basically laying this way. All right, so they're getting up on their bunk.
Yes.
You guys think it's pretty cool?
Yeah, look, I made a new baldy. And look at mine. It's cute bunny got balls.
Kaden, show them how your light turns off.
See this? It's like a little lever, and you just like turn like it off, and you flip it on like that. Yeah.
Nice. All right, I guess we're gonna try tonight to sleep in it. We took it up to the family, the in-laws. They approved. They thought it was cool.
Yeah, and our dog's right here. She's under there.
Kaden.
Our dog's under there.
She's checking out the blanket. We're gonna put our sheets. Our bed's not together yet. It's just a
Our
mess.
baldies are right there.
So now I want them to die tonight since the house is just out here behind us. We're in the driveway. We're testing it out. I also got these I've had these lanterns from a movie we shot. They're just LED lanterns. And then our LED lighting. I call these cheater lights because you can dim them. Show them how you turn off your light. Good. Okay, now everybody's in here. The wife, you barely see her, she's in here. There she is. Inside there's the dog. Kane's watching iPads. We're charging our phones. We'll probably have to figure another way of charging phones. We have a plug-in right now running from the house, being all safe so we don't kill battery. But I might do a thing where I test it out and put something charging on the truck overnight or something just to see if it kills it or whatever. Because that's part of the test. We're researching and experimenting. So we know that's how long the fans last, left on, that's how long everything works. And that's what we're gonna do. So we're testing everything out right now. Got the dog sleeping. Everybody's sleeping. I'm just going to bed. Kane just went to bed. Our fans are still going. We'll see how long they last tonight. Well, it's Daniel's still asleep a little bit. I slept okay. It's kind of firm. We had a rainstorm coming through. So we got rained on pretty hard too. It was pretty cool. The fans turned off about like 3 in the morning for their power test, and that was pretty good. All right, kids, tell us what's your verdict of the camper.
Yeah.
You had a good night's sleep? You slept hard, Emery. You were out. You were out. And it rained. You slept through this rainstorm.
Yeah, that was very loud.
Yeah, I keep on
Gail
going.
woke up because of it.
I was glad that we were in a tent.
Like a hard shell tent.
No, like just a pop-up
It's wet.
tent.
Yeah.
Hey,
On the
go
ground.
Stella. Come here, baby. Come here.
Yeah, we've been
You
wet
look
in a tent.
Oh, you're
All right, nice, beautiful, glorious morning. The sun is shining. Everything's wet out here. Our shoes got wet. We didn't expect to get rain. Look at that. Roads are all wet.
I don't think
This
that-
thing held up magnificent.
Yeah.
He woke up to the rain. It was hitting the tin roof so hard. And she slept through it all. She didn't even know what was going on.